Hi guys, today I want to talk about 10 things that I learned from college. Number one, it fucks up your sleep schedule. I used to be able to sleep before 11 p.m., wake up at 7, and then, go to class. But now, sleeping in for me is probably like till 11, 12, maybe in the afternoon. Back then, sleeping in was like 8 or 9 o'clock. Number two, 8 a.m.s. I started school at 8:20 when I was in high school, and I wake up at 7, and then I'll be able to get to school on time, or sometimes even early. And I was thinking, if I can do that for like 4 years of my life, well, pretty much all my life, because we start school at 8 something since I was in elementary school, I was like, I can do that in college. But I have even struggled with waking up to go to 9:45 classes. It's ridiculous. I don't know. Maybe it's all the socializing and not being able to sleep early because you're socializing. It all comes down and messes you up. I don't know. There are athletes out there that do take 8 a.m.s, and props to them, but personally, I can't do it. Everyone is nice to you during the first month. Everyone comes to college maybe knowing a couple kids, but not knowing everyone. So everyone's trying to make friends or whatnot. But you also realize that as you get to know them, you kind of see the real side, and you'll eventually find out where your group is and how people actually are. You have so much freedom. And also, you have so much free time, but yet you also don't have enough time. I don't know if that makes sense, but let's put it this way. We go to class, and then after that, let's just say we go hang out with friends. And then we have to do homework, and you have to sleep, and then you have to go to class again. Being able to balance that social life with school life is the major thing that's going to like mess you up in college. You can go home whenever you want because who's going to tell you to come home early? A car is an essential. Well, let me rephrase that. If you have upperclassmen friends that, have cars, obviously they can drive you places. But other than that, you're basically have to settle for an Uber or a shuttle. Shuttles, they work, but they're kind of, no, just, I don't know. I don't like shuttles. And I guess you can take trains too, but I mean, it takes a long time. If you don't check your email for one day, the next day when you check it, you're going to be bombarded with like 20 emails. I never had this issue when I was in high school, but since I got to college, I have emails constantly coming in. I would not check my email for a day, and the next day, my list will be full. And I hate having to go through every single one and deleting them. It's just a lot of work. Dining hall food always, 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 always looks so good and is good only when your parents are around and during the first week of orientation. Once your parents leave and once orientation is done or amid a student day is done, all the shitty food starts coming. People actually study. When I was in high school, I can't say I tried really hard. I don't even think I've ever had a day where I had to like spend the whole day, like a weekend where I had to spend the whole weekend studying. I don't think I've ever done that in my life. And I'm not saying that you should do that. If you do study, good job. You're on the right track. But it wasn't until when I got into college where I realized I actually had to go to the library and study. For me, I've barely ever even stepped in my high school library unless I wanted to print. Yeah, that's about it, just to print. But now that I'm in college, I'm actually constantly in the library, not just to print, but also to just work, type essays, um, you know, do group projects or work with friends. So that also changes when you go to college. Last but not least, freshman 15 is a myth. Well, let's put it this way, it's more of a choice. You can either go down that path or you can avoid it. I feel like more or less you will gain weight just because your schedule will change from how you were in high school. But I don't think you gain 15 pounds. Personally, I gain about 2 to 3 pounds. And I know it's not from muscle because I haven't really been intensely working out. But I don't think it was serious to the point where it was 15 pounds. But I do know friends that have gained 15 pounds, but that's because they made the choice of ordering Domino's after 12, etc. So, like I said, it's a choice. You can either go down the path or you can avoid it. And if you're really determined, you can definitely avoid it. So, unless you're trying to gain weight, it's also different for everyone. It changes with your body type and how fast your metabolism works. So, if you do gain a couple pounds, don't worry about it. It's not going to kill you. If you really want to work it off, go to the gym. If you want, just like run 2 miles every day and the weight will drop. So, yeah, that's about it. Those are my 10 points or 10 things that I learned from college. Comment below and let me know if you learned the same thing or anything else that you've learned. And there's someone outside staring at me right now. Record it. All right, bye.